The most important trait for a student to have might be curiosity, to ask questions, and to not think that the people around them understand more than they do, to just go ahead and ask the question. Because if you're not sure of it, you're not going to learn anything more until you ask.
This is going to sound strange, but another piece of advice I have for all computer science students and for any student is to make sure to pursue your interests and see if they can connect to computer science. One thing that might be difficult for you is if you feel that what you're doing is disconnected from the things that you love. So if you're always looking for ways to connect what you're doing to what you love, then maybe you'll find that way, and then when you're having difficulty, you'll still know how you have a connection between computer science and what you want to do and what you would love to do, and therefore you won't give up.
Nothing is easy from the get-go. It becomes easy after you have spent the time to master it and to practice with it and to get more exposure to it. So I think open mind is one of the things, and believe in yourself that you could do this, and not thinking that you know, if you don't do good on one assignment, that's a indication of your abilities or your success if you continue to persevere and do more work and just get better at that topic.
When I think about what a successful student is, it's not even a student who does well in all of their courses. So when I was an undergrad, for example, I found theory courses and the math side of computer science really, really difficult. So I didn't do especially well in those courses. And yet here I am, a professor in a computer science department. I have talked to students who do well in some areas of computing and badly in other areas, and yet they may come out and be superstars in the areas that they understand and can do well in.
Our best students are those who are genuinely excited about what they're doing, who are taking computer science courses because they enjoy the material and they want to use it in the future. They can see themselves as a computer scientist. What does a computer scientist look like? Looks like you. It doesn't matter who you are. Computer science is a great, rich field with opportunities for people who want to do fashion design, for people who want to do mathematics like me, and for people who really do want to code all day and drink Mountain Dew. That's okay too, but it's not all of us.
It's really rewarding because you're going to have an impact on how the world works. If you look at all of our major cultural changes over the past few years, it's been because of our technology and the technology we use. Look at smartphones. We went from having no smartphones to everyone having a smartphone in a few short years, and because of that, our culture's changed a lot. And as a computer scientist, you get to work on the technology that changes our culture.
I love what I do, but I don't think that's the only part of life. You know, there's always traveling, there's making friends, there's having new experiences. And so it's very important to love what you're doing, which is why I'm in computer science and not in something else. But it's also important to realize that you're gonna have outside experiences and you're gonna want to have those outside experiences. So that's definitely, you know, a good job is what I want.
Computer science is a lot more than working at a desk and coding for 8 hours. You will be getting to know people, you will have to work on like interpersonal skills, so it's important to know how to talk to people, how to work with others, and just how to work as a group, because many of the classes you will be taking will require that. And if you can't do that, then there's going to be a struggle later on when you actually get in the industry.
You have to have your vision for yourself, your own little roadmap. And I say roadmap, remember, it's not necessarily linear, but at least to say, this is what I want to strive for. I like writing software, for example, and this is what I can do with the software. This is what I have done with the software, or this is what I have done with algorithms, or these are the hard problems I want to solve. Be able to have a dialogue about that, other than being told. It's not about you coming in green into a particular workforce, and it's not about time spent, it's about what impact do you have.
Don't let yourself feel overwhelmed, because it is overwhelming. What we learn is very difficult. And you know, at least for me, I've never heard of any of these things before they teach it to me. And you know, you just have to take it one step at a time and just accept your own limitations, and that you cannot be good at every single thing they throw at you, and you just have to take it in stride and do your best, and you'll be fine. And accept that you can't be perfect all the time, but you're still gonna get through your classes. You might even have to retake something, and that's okay. A lot of people do. And you're gonna get through your classes, and you're gonna get a great degree, and you'll be fine.
The importance of having a growth mindset in life is that it just opens you up to so many things. You know, you can look at areas that you don't know anything about. You can pick up the newspaper and leaf through it and see topics and in the arts section and in the news section and in the sports section, and you can say, I don't know anything about that, but I'd like to know more about it. You know, I wonder if I read more about it, if I would be more conversant in that, or I'd be more interested in that. So I think it opens up vistas for people to become interested in hobbies that they didn't think that were open to them, or to try things, you know, to travel, to pick up an instrument, to try to build something, to try and understand something, and to say to themselves, I don't really understand this because I don't know enough about it, but if I knew more about it, I would understand it. That leads you to open things up and to read more and to understand more and to ask people things and be excited about what other people are doing.